Remember how it felt being truly lost in a video game? Not the frustrating kind, where you have no idea where to go or what to do next. I mean, the good kind. The kind where you're leaning into it, exploring every pixel, because the game's world has you convinced that the next room could hide something incredible. A new power-up, a terrifying boss, a secret that makes you feel like you've outsmarted the developers themselves. If you're chasing that feeling, there's one game that delivers it perfectly: Super Metroid. It's been over 30 years. I keep coming back to it, not for nostalgia, but because it wrote the book on game design where everything just clicks. Today, I want to show you exactly how it earns that reputation, from its opening minute to its explosive finale. Right from the start, Super Metroid does something brave. It says nothing. No tutorial pop-ups, no companion character yapping in your ear. You land on the rainy surface of Zebes, and you're alone. The game just sets you free. But here's the trick. The world itself is the teacher. In the first room, you see blocks that look breakable, but your shots do nothing. You spot tunnels that are too small to enter. Without a single word, the game is planting seeds. It's showing you obstacles you can't solve yet, creating a mental map of future possibilities. And your natural instinct is to go right, and the game lets you. You'll find the morph ball. You'll find bombs, but then you hit a dead end. The only way forward is to go back left to a room you passed 10 minutes ago and use your new bombs there. This moment is everything. It teaches you the core loop of a Metroid game, revisiting old areas with new gear. You feel the revelation yourself, and this philosophy came from the top. Director Yoshio Sakamoto was obsessed with the game's atmosphere. He reportedly filmed a whole mood tape on an old-school VHS just to show his team the creepy, lonely vibe he wanted for the title screen. That dedication to a specific feeling shaped the entire experience. So you understand the loop, but a great game world needs to feel alive, not just functional. And Zebes has a pulse. Each area is a distinct ecosystem with rules you don't just understand, you feel in your gut. Take Norfair. You drop down and the screen literally shimmers with heat. The music shifts to a slow, oppressive pounding rhythm. Your energy ticks down if you stay too long. The area isn't just telling you it's hot, it's making you suffer through it. Then you find the Varia suit. Suddenly, the heat shimmer effect vanishes. The music becomes muffled, like you're hearing it through a protective helmet. The game communicates your upgrades through the entire sensory experience. You don't just have heat protection, you actually feel safer. This is environmental storytelling at its absolute best. The plot of Super Metroid isn't just in the cutscenes. It's in the wreckage at the Ceres station. It's in the rebuilt space pirate halls. It's even in the 3 friendly Etacoons stuck in a pit, who teach you the wall jump by simply doing it in front of you. The world is quietly telling its own story. And all of this builds to one of gaming's most powerful, silent moments. When the fully grown Metroid has you pinned, your energy gone, it stops. It recognizes you. That moment lands with zero dialogue, because the game has spent hours building the connection through the exploration and discovery. You feel the story, you're not told it. Let's talk about the sound, because in Super Metroid, audio is a core part of the gameplay. The soundtrack by Kenji Yamamoto doesn't just set the mood, it defines the psychology of each location. Lower Norfair's theme is pure, unrelenting tension. Meridia's music is lonely and fluid, with a rhythm that feels like drifting in a deep ocean current. And sometimes, the most powerful choice is silence. The wrecked ship is filled with creaking metal and distant echoes, making your own footsteps sound like an intrusion. But my favorite sonic detail is about the baby Metroid. Sakamoto was famously specific about its sound effects. He wanted little noises that could convey emotion. So when it hesitates before attacking you, it makes a confused, uncertain sound. When Mother Brain strikes it down, its cry is a sharp, pained shriek. See, I obsessed over the emotional voice of a creature with no face. I mean, really, that kind of attention to detail is why its sacrifice hits so hard. The sound design carries the emotional weight of the entire climax. A world and soundtrack can be perfect, but a game lives or dies by how it controls. And controlling Samus in Super Metroid feels just incredible. Her jumps have weight, The rhythm of the space jump is satisfying to master. Firing a missile has a powerful, crunchy snap. The controls are so precise and responsive, they just disappear. You stop thinking about the buttons and start thinking with Samus. This perfect control scheme opened the door for something magical, the thrill of absolute mastery. Super Metroid is a legendary speedrunning game for a reason. Techniques like the Mach Ball or early super missiles weren't explicitly designed, but they're possible because the game's physics are so consistent and tight. Players found the edges of the world's logic, and the game is robust enough to handle it. It rewards deep knowledge and creativity. This combination, a perfectly crafted world met with perfectly responsive controls, created a new standard. Alongside Castlevania Symphony of the Night, it truly defined the Metroidvania genre. Developers still study its map design, its pacing, how it uses isolation not as a punishment, but as a tool for immersion. So, why does an SNES game that's over 30 years old hold up so well? It comes down to a single, powerful idea: respect. Super Metroid respects your intelligence, your curiosity, and your time. It builds a world with consistent rules, fills it with meaningful secrets, and gives you the tools to explore it with flawless precision. Every element, the oppressive quiet of the wrecked ship, the weight of a jump, the story told through a silent hallway, works in concert. It's a complete, immersive idea that's executed perfectly. That's why it doesn't feel like a relic. It feels like a benchmark that stood the test of time. What's the one secret or moment in Super Metroid that you'll never forget? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more breakdowns of the games that got it just right, hit subscribe.